The show was doing good, and then he started becoming so very active, where a lot of people would say hyperactive. So he will be pulling his trach out. You know, whenever he pulls his trach out, like a child that is not fully breathing on its own, he'll start having problem with breathing. And this hurting, and if somebody's not there right there and then to put it right back in can cause death. All the doctors were really surprised about the rate at which he was progressing. I quickly ran down to the hospital and I met him on vent. And I met the attending physician at the time, and he told me that he's probably not gonna get off of the vent his entire life.
He's okay, he's okay. He's all right, darling.
You can say almost died, but he died to get the hours, yeah. Because it takes them 45 minutes in the hospital to get him to breathe, if you know what that means. He was out, he was in there again, yeah. This is what I was concerned about, and this is what I was screaming about. This child has all this medical problem now because of one little mistake that was voiced. You know, there are sometimes people make mistakes because you don't know. This is a mistake that was voiced out by the caregiver. And now he's brain dead, according to the doctors, and he's on all this bunch of medications. He won't be able to do anything for himself. But again, I believe in miracle. I don't know what's going to happen in the long run, but at this time, he's going to be totally dependent on his caregivers. You can see wheelchairs there, you can see shower chairs, and Deshaun, with whatever he was going through, wouldn't have required a wheelchair. He wouldn't have required a shower chair. Now we have all this equipment. This is the care that he requires right now.
You keep learning, you know, what is good for the child and what makes him sick and what doesn't make him sick. And I discovered that if you don't clean his mouth really good, he gets sick easily. Good job. Look at sorry.
Whoever the insurance agency is, to listen to the doctors. If they do have a doctor that make decision in their offices, I will tell them to assess a child before they make a decision. As a nurse, as a doctor, as a practitioner, you cannot make a decision without an assessment. You can't stay in your office to make a decision on a child that you haven't seen. So if you have to make a decision on a child, go by what the doctors say. Don't go by what your board of directors or your board, your team boards, or whatever you call them says. Go by what the attending physician says.